Okay. Oh, shoot. Well, we won't have you. Hmm?
We'll all hum.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, let's just see. Hi.
Hello, it's all sort of screwy. I had to put in the code and do it a different way.
Oh, really?
Somehow-
I don't know anything about any
All
of
of
that, but I can definitely like check with Tasha and make sure that it's set up better for next week. But you're
That would be, as long as we have left, right?
for as long as we have left, yeah.
Okay, thanks. Sorry to interrupt
Oh my
everybody.
gosh, no worries. I was just we were just kind of like talking about it, and then I was like, oh shoot, I need to start the Zoom class. So
I don't know what's going on with it. There was trouble. It's not just you. Natalie had it going, and I was stuck in the waiting room yesterday, and she didn't know it. And
okay.
so the waiting room has somehow reactivated itself.
Right, because that's the first time I've even seen that here, at least.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll mention that to Tasha, and hopefully we'll get that.
Okay. Well, thank you, and sorry to the people who showed up. But
No worries. We hadn't started yet, anyways. We were just talking about like everything that's going on. So
yeah, it's sad.
yeah,
But,
it is. It's really sad. What I was just saying is I just want to get everybody's like contact info so I can stay in touch with you guys about like what I'm gonna figure out to do going forward. So
I could send you mine on or you're on Instagram.
yep.
I
Or
could send.
you can even put it in the chat here and I'll check it before I close.
That's beyond my.
Okay. Hey, okay,
Hi.
that's totally fine. Yeah, whatever is the best way.
I'll mute myself because otherwise, if I make noise, it'll switch here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm putting my name and contact in the chat.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'll write that into my phone and I'll keep in touch with you guys about like over the next couple weeks. I'm gonna try and figure some stuff out. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you guys have a great practice. I'm gonna mute you guys and we're gonna get going.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. Can we switch spots?
People on Zoom, mute yourselves.
Okay, thank you. That's perfect. Thank you. That's great. Okay. All right, we are going to start class today. First, just in a seated position, whichever leg is more comfortable to have in front, cross that leg in front, it doesn't matter. You can also have your legs extending forward. Just come to that comfortable seat and start tuning into your breath, turning your focus, your senses inwards to your breath. Maybe closing your eyes, sitting up tall, letting your shoulders relax away from your ears. Just circulating as much oxygen as you can through your body. or 3 more breaths in and out. Okay, you can open your eyes, take a big breath in, reach your arms up overhead, maybe look up, and then exhale, take a twist towards your right, that's towards the purple wall, crossing your left hand towards your right knee, right hand behind your back, gazing over your right shoulder. Try to roll your right shoulder off of your chest, pressing your right shoulder blade towards your left. Okay, reach your right hand up and over. Cross your right hand down to your left knee, and then press your knees down and round your back. Tuck your chin, so you should get a little bit of an opening into your hips, a stretch down your back. And sit up tall again, and just switch out the cross of your feet. Move your other leg in front. Lifting up through your chest, belly button draws in to your spine. Reach your arms up from your shoulders. Take a big breath. And exhale, twist towards your other side. Cross your right hand to your left knee. Bringing your left fingers down behind your back. Rolling your left shoulder back, trying to lift up through your chest, creating space through the front of your body. Keeping your gaze somewhere around eye level will help keep your neck aligned with the rest of your spine. Okay, take your left hand up and over, turning back towards the front of your space. Press your left hand to your right knee, round your back, tuck your tailbone, and tuck your chin. Trying to squeeze your hip bones and rib cage a little closer together. Awesome. Sit up tall and shift forward into your hands and knees, coming to a tabletop. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists, stacking your hips over your knees. Spread some space between your fingers, press the tops of your feet down, and you can start moving front to back. Warming up your wrists. You can see how it feels to turn your fingers out, wrists face each other, start shifting side to side. And then if you want to take one more rotation with your hands, you can. Fingers can face to your knees, wrists open to the front of your mat, or fingers face towards the back corners of your mat. And you can see how some circles feel through your shoulders. Trying to keep the base of your palms connected even as you're moving away. Okay, roll each of your wrists out a couple of times. Take your hands back to your starting position. And then with your next breath in, curve your chest forward. Lift your tailbone and your chin, cow pose. Exhale, reverse, press through your palms, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Take a couple more like that, inhaling to open. Exhaling to round your back. Moving with your own breath. One more. Good. Come to a neutral position with your spine. You could tent your left fingertips here or keep your left hand flat. It's up to you. Turn your ribs to the right and reach your right hand up, facing the purple wall. Pressing the back of your right hand towards the space behind you. Beautiful. Take one more breath in. Exhale, thread your right hand through that open space under your left side. Take the back of your hand down and you can slide your arm through as far as feels good. Maybe your right shoulder comes to the floor. Maybe it's just dropping down below your hips. You might take your left hand down, kind of like in line with your right elbow, and press the floor away, getting a little extra leverage to twist deeper. And then see how it feels to pull your hips over towards your right. So you move some extra weight into your right knee. Knees are stacked over your hips again, deepening that twist. Good. Press into your left hand. Unwrap your right side. You can reach your right arm up one more time. And then take your right hand down. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees off of the floor and come up to your first downward dog. Bring your hips high. Letting your chest sink low. Walking out your legs a little bit. Bringing movement in here in whatever way feels good to you. Easing your way in. Awesome. Take your right heel, reach it up, take a big breath in. Lift your left heel as high as you can and pull your right knee to your chest. Bring your shoulders over your wrists and stay here. Try to tuck your tailbone under a little bit to get your thigh a little closer to your ribs. See if you can bring your shoulders all the way over your wrists. Bring your right foot down in between your thumbs. Lower your left knee and untuck your toes. Come up onto your fingertips. Let your hips sink as you lift your chest up. Okay, take a breath in here. Exhale, stretch your right leg out any amount. It doesn't have to straighten all the way, but it could. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lunge forward, bend your knees, sink into your hips. Exhale, hips come back. One more time with your breath. Move forward on your inhale, try and lift up through your chest. Exhale, hips come back. Awesome. Bend into your right knee. Plant your left hand down. Turn your ribs towards your right thigh and reach your right hand up, opening into a twist. Reaching up through your fingers to make your arm as long as possible, but then pressing the back of your hand away, opening a little bit more into your chest. Okay, you're going to hold your twist, but lift your chest up, bringing your shoulders over your hips. Left hand reaches to the front of the room, right hand reaches to the back. Engage a little bit more into your right obliques to try and turn your rib cage. Even further with your next breath in, turn your chest forward, reach your arms up. And exhale, open up to your left. Left hand reaches down and back, right arm up and over, opening your right side body. Then we're going to turn on your left knee to move your left foot to the right side of your mat. Straighten your right leg, turn your right toes to the left side of your mat. Take your left hand behind your left knee and reach your right hand to the back of the room. You were right, Lee. Okay, use your core to upright your spine. Take a big breath in, shoulders come over your hips. Exhale, right toes turn forward. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your right foot. Left toes tuck at the back of your mat. Lift your left knee off of the floor. Take a breath in, look forward. Slowly move your weight forward into your right foot. Step your left foot hips width from your right. Roll your shoulders back, reach out through your chest as you breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. You can soften into your knees as much as you need to for that to feel comfortable. Let your head and shoulders hang down. Good. Bend your knees, let your hips drop lower. Keeping your neck relaxed, head and shoulders hanging down. Roll yourself up to stand one vertebrae at a time. No rush to get there, but when you do, and your chin lifts, roll your shoulders back, palms face forward. Standing tall at the top of your mat. With your next breath in, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, hinge and fold forward, coming back down over your legs. Bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands flat to your mat, and then step back, bringing your knees down to your tabletop. Tops of the feet to the floor, shoulders over your wrists. We'll take a couple more breaths of cat and cow. You can do that original inhaling to open your chest, exhaling to round your back. Or if you want to add in some circles with your ribs, you can try that as well. Starting to open up into the sides of your body, maybe rolling out your neck. If you're circling, try going the other way too. One more breath here. Finding a neutral position for your spine. You could tent your right fingers if you want a little extra space. Twist to your left. Left hand reaches up, pressing the back of your left hand towards the space that you're looking away from. All right, big breath in. Exhale, thread your left hand through that open space. Maybe sliding your hand through a little bit more. Left shoulder can come down lower or to the floor. And if you want to move your right hand out a little bit and press into your right palm, leverage to twist deeper, feel free. See what happens when you try and pull your hips over towards your left, moving some extra weight into your left knee. Okay, press into your right hand, getting your support to unwrap your left side body. Maybe open up through your left arm one more time. And then take your hands below your shoulders, tuck your toes under, and lift up to your downward dog. Hips come high. Walk your legs out a little bit if that feels good. Reach your left heel up, take a breath in. Exhale, right heel lifts as high as you can. Pull your left knee into your chest. Move your shoulders over your wrists and stay here. What can you do to get your thigh closer to your ribs? What can you do to engage into your arms, into your lower body? Come all the way to the front of your back foot. Bring your left foot in between your hands. Lower your right knee down. Untuck your toes. Come up to your fingertips. Let your hips sink as you lift up through your chest. Create that space into the front of your body. Beautiful. Big breath in here. Exhale nice and slow. Stretch over your left leg any amount that feels good. 2 more times like that. Inhale, move into your lunge. Exhale, move to that low pyramid. Hamstrings stretch out. 1 more time. Take it forward on your inhale. Stretch back as you exhale. Bend into your left knee. Plant your right hand and take that twist to your left. Left hand reaches up. Left shoulder moves back so it's stuck over your right. Turning your ribs towards your left. Inner thigh keeps sinking into your hips. Weight into your left heel and the ball of your foot. Okay, keep that twist, but upright your spine. Shoulders come over your hips. Right arm reaches forward. Left arm reaches back. Is it possible for you to move your left shoulder a little bit more behind you, turning your ribs a little bit more? As you breathe in, turn your chest forward, reach your arms up, and exhale, open to your right. Right hand reaches down and back, left arm up and over. We're gonna turn on your right knee to move your right foot behind it. Left toes face the right side of your space, coming to that deep pose. Right hand is at the back of your mat. Left hand reaches up and over towards the back of the room. Try to press your right hip forward, turn your ribs a little bit more towards the ceiling. Nice. Okay, with your core, inhale, upright your spine. Left toes turn forward, cartwheel your hands down to frame your left foot. Right toes tuck under at the back of your mat. Breathe in and look forward. Weight goes into your left foot. Slowly step your right foot forward, feet hips width distance. Shoulders roll back. Reach your heart forward as you inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Straighten your legs as much as you need to for this to feel like a nice stretch. Let your head and shoulders hang down. Bend your knees, let your hips sink low. Nice and slow, roll yourself all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. When your chin lifts, roll your shoulders back, palms face forward. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, coming down to meet your legs. Bend your knees as much as you need to flatten your hands to the floor. Step back to your hands and knees, coming to your tabletop. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, and then tuck your toes under and bring your knees off of the floor to a hover. Try to keep your knees like in line with your heels. Shift your weight into your left hand and open up, twist to your right. That right knee is gonna try and lift up like this. Try and keep your hips square, so it's your rib cage that's turning. So both knees are still facing the floor as much as is possible. Good, take a breath in and exhale, reach your right hand through that opening and hold here, squeezing into your core. Okay, take your right hand down, hips come up, downward dog, walk out your legs. Reach your right heel up, take a breath in. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hips, and then square up your shoulders. As your right knee reaches up, press your right ribs and shoulder back down, getting that twist into your spine as you open your hips. Lift your left heel up high, take a breath in. Nice and slow, circle your right knee around as you come forward to your plank. When your shoulders come over your wrist, bring your right knee into your chest. Stay here. See if you can come all the way to the front of your back foot, look forward. Can your knee come in a little bit closer? Step your foot in between your hands, nice job. Woo. Come up onto your fingertips. Let gravity take the weight of your hips down, roll your shoulders back, lift through your chest. Nice, okay, big breath in. Exhale, slowly take your hips back, stretching over your right leg. 2 more times like that. Inhale to lunge, sink into your hips. Exhale, stretch back. And one more time, come forward on your inhale. Stretch back on your exhale. Bend your right knee, plant your left hand. Turn your ribs to the right and reach your right hand up. You can see how it feels to turn toes right, heels left. Maybe reach your right arm overhead, getting that big side stretch. Beautiful. All right, turn your toes forward. If they're not, reach your right hand straight up. If it's not, start taking weight out of your left hand. Squeeze your glutes, your core, and rise up, shoulders over your hips. Try to move your right shoulder a little bit further back. Try and lift up through the back of your left knee. Sink a little deeper into your hips. Inhale, turn your chest forward, reach your arms up. Exhale, spin your left heel down. Open up your right side body. Left hand comes down the back of your left leg. Make sure your right knee is pointing straight forward. Good. Inhale, upright your spine. Straighten your right leg, spin your left heel in, and sit your left hip down in line with your left knee. So you're going to bend into the leg that's at the back of your mat. Bend your other leg. Yeah. Good. Okay, take a big breath in. Sweep your chest towards the front of your mat. All 10 toes face forward. When you come onto the ball of your left foot, take your hands down and pull your left knee to your chest. You're going to face the front of your mat. Left knee and right foot down. I know it's hard because we're facing the other way from each other. Good. Try and curl your thighs into your ribs, like wrap your torso over your thighs. Take your left foot down hips width from your right. Send your sit bones back, feeling weight move into your heels. And then rise up to your chair pose. If you look down, you should be able to see the tops of your feet. You're going to step your right foot back a little bit more and then move both of your feet away from each other just a couple inches. Yeah, right there. Perfect. All right, you guys, beautiful. Inhale, stand up tall, reach up, look up. Exhale, take your right knee to your chest and your hands to your heart. You can start to circle your right knee out, away from your body. Maybe you even straighten your right leg, and then you can start turning your toes down, squaring off your hips, taking your chest forward, bend into your left leg, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Take your hands to frame your left foot, step your left foot back, come to your tabletop. Maybe shift your hips side to side a couple times. Good. Tuck your toes under and lift your knees off of the floor, coming to that hovering tabletop. Try to keep your knees just about in line with your heels so your shins are parallel to the floor. Shift your weight into your right hand and open up through your left side. Your knees are going to try to turn to the left. Try to keep your knees facing down. Nice job, you guys. One more big breath in. Exhale, left hand threads under. Take that little twist, stay hovering. Good, left hand down, hips up, downward dog. Walk out your legs. Take your left heel up, take a big breath in. Exhale, bend your knee. Open up your hips and then square off your shoulders. Turn your rib cage and your underarms back down towards the floor. Left glutes are active to help you pull your left heel a little closer to your right hip. Lift your right heel up, breathe in. Slowly circle your left knee all the way around as you come forward towards your plank. When your shoulders stack over your wrist, pull your knee to your chest. Stay here, try and come a little further forward on your back foot. Press harder through your hands, look forward. Left foot in between your hands, good job. Come up onto your fingers, let your hips sink and lift up through your heart. Good, take a big breath in. Exhale, hips come back. Stretch over your left leg. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, pyramid, stretch out. One more time with your breath. Lunge on your inhale. Straighten into your left leg as you breathe out. Good, bend into your left knee. Plant your right hand. Turn your ribs to the left. Left hand reaches up. Maybe toes turn left, heels right. Maybe reach your left arm towards the front of the room. Stretching out the left side of your ribs. Try to press back through your left thumb. So your arm is above your ear as much as is possible. Beautiful. Toes forward if they're not. Left hand reaches straight up if it's not. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your feet towards each other. Weight comes out of your right hand and then rise up as you're ready nicely. Come onto the ball of your back foot. Yeah. Everybody, you can press your left shin a little further forward, press your right heel a little further back. So good. Inhale, chest forward, arms up. Exhale, keep your left leg as it is. Spin your right heel down. Open up your left side body. Right hand slides down the side of your leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Maybe sink into your hips a little deeper. Good. Inhale, upright your spine. Straighten your left leg. Spin your right heel in. And let your right hip come down in line with your right knee. Good, one more breath in. Start turning towards the front of your mat. All 10 toes turn forward. When you lift onto the ball of your right foot, take your fingers down and pull your right knee into your chest. Curling into a little ball, trying to wrap your torso over your thighs, pull your thighs into your ribs, squeeze your belly button to your spine. Ooh. Step your right foot hips width from your left. Hips width, a good measurement for that is 2 closed fists in between the joints at the base of your big toes. Let your hips settle back. Feel some weight move into your heels. And then peel your torso up from your thighs. Reach your hands up, chair pose. See how it feels to press your feet out away from each other, like you're trying to rip your mat in 2 pieces. See how it feels to take your thumbs a little bit further towards the space behind you. Good. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, hands to your heart, left knee to your chest. Flexing your left foot will help. We're going to start opening your left knee out to the side. Option to straighten your leg if you'd like. Start sweeping it behind, rotating your thigh in. So your toes face the floor and your hips are square. Chest comes forward. Bend into your right knee. Step your left foot back. Hands come down to frame your right foot. Step your right foot back to plank. Hang here. Shoulders over your wrists. Okay, keep your feet hips width distance apart. Both feet will be on the floor at all times, but we're going to turn our heels and toes. Turn your heels to the left, heels to the right, toes to the left. Move your weight into your right hand. Reach your left hand up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down. Toes turn forward. Come the other way, toes to the right. Right hand up, breathe in. This time as you turn your toes forward, reach your right arm underneath. Stay here, try and square your hips, square your shoulders for 3, 2, good job. 1, hands down, hips come up. Downward dog. Reach your right heel up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee, open up your hips. And your chest to the right. Pour your weight into your left hand. Let your left shoulder dip down. You might even tent your right fingers to help your right shoulder come higher. Big stretch into your right side. Nice. Both hands flat if you're not. Lift your left heel up high. Take a breath in. Circle your right knee around as you come forward to plank. See if you can cross your right knee to your left elbow. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Pull your knee to the center of your chest. We're here for 3, 2, good job. 1, take your foot in between your hands. Ooh, let your hips sink down. Come onto your fingertips 1 time. Breathe in. Exhale, pyramid, hips come back. Straighten over your right leg any amount. Bend into your right knee. Let's walk the left hand like a few inches forward, maybe even off of your mat. Turn your ribs to your right, reach your right hand up. Turn your toes to the right. And now flip your right hand so your thumb faces away and you can wrap your right hand behind your back. Try and roll your right shoulder back, lean back. You could even sink down into your left hip if it feels good to do so. Good, toes forward, right hand up. Upright your spine, shoulders over your hips. Turning this way, onto the ball of your back foot. Good, try and press your right knee further forward, lift up through the back of your left. Inhale, chest forward, arms up. Left heel turns down. Exhale, open up your right side body. Right hand reaches to the back of the room. Sink a little deeper into your right hip. Maybe you wrap your left arm behind your back for a bind. Turn the other way, spin your back heel down now. And then take that hand to that leg. Then find your mirror, take that hand over there. Reach for the back of the room. Yep, opening up your side. Beautiful. Okay, upright your spine. Straighten your right leg. Oh my goodness, spin your left heel, and maybe this time you flex your right foot and sink deeper into your left hip. It's really whatever is available to you that feels good. Bend the leg that's closer to the back of your mat. Switch so your left leg is bent, that other leg. Okay, you can walk your hands on the floor if you want support, or you can keep your hands up, whatever works for you. Take a big breath in. Make your way up to the front of your mat as you exhale. All 10 toes turn forward. Come off the ball of your back foot and pull your left knee into your chest. Try to press your thigh to your ribs, and then see if you can stand up and take your left leg with you. Nice job. All right, start bending into your right leg, sit into your chair pose. Feet hips lift, hips go back, hands reach up. Nice, inhale, stand up tall, hands up. Exhale, hands to your heart, right knee to your chest. Whew. Maybe this time you press your right heel forward now. Start opening your right leg out to the side. And then take your left hand down to the floor. We're coming to our half moon. Left hand below your shoulder. Right toes are facing the right side of the room, the purple wall. Try and rotate your ribs up. Press really hard through that right heel. Gaze down to help yourself balance. Gaze up to help you open into your chest a little bit more. Good, one more big breath in. Super engage into your right glutes. Finish that rotation. Right toes face the floor. Square up your hips, your ribs. Maybe take your hands to your heart. Bend your left knee. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Take your hands to the floor. Bringing your left foot. Step your left foot back to plank. Whew. My goodness. Okay. Moving along. Toes turn right, heels left. Reach your right hand up, opening into a side plank. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands down, toes forward. Other way, inhale, open up your left arm. Toes turn forward. Exhale, reach your left arm through that open space and stay. Try to press your left hip bone down. Squaring everything off. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Left hand down. Take your hips up. Downward dog. Take your left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hips. Turn your ribs to the left, pour your weight into your right hand. You could lift your left palm, tighten your fingers, maybe looking up under your left shoulder. Big stretch into your left side body. Okay, awesome. Both hands flat. Lift your right heel up, take a big breath in. Circle your left knee all the way around. Come forward to your plank. Left knee, right elbow. Left knee to the center of your chest. We're here for 3. Can you get it a little closer? 2, 1. Take your foot down. Come up onto your fingertips, let your hips sink. Lift your heart up, big breath in. 1 time, exhale, hips back. Stretch over your left leg. Lunge forward as you breathe in. Plant your right hand like a few inches forward from your mat. Turn your ribs to the left. Turn your toes to the left. Flip your left hand, thumb faces away. Wrap your left hand behind your back. Maybe sink into your right hip. Beautiful. All right, lift your hips up, turn your toes forward, reach your left hand up, and lift up, shoulders over your hips. Press your left knee forward, lift through the back of your right knee, move your left shoulder back, turning towards the mirrors. Good, chest forward, arms up, breathe in. Right heel spins down, keep your left leg as it is, open up your left side body. Reach your left hand to the back of the room. Maybe wrap your right arm behind your back for a bind. Maybe sink a little deeper into your hips. Good, upright your spine. Straighten your left leg. Spin your back heel in and sink down into your back hip. Left leg, so bend the leg that's closest to the back of your mat. Try to turn your rib cage towards the front of your mat. Okay, hands can walk on the floor or not. Take a big breath in. Exhale, start sweeping up towards the front of your mat. When you come onto the ball of your back foot, take your fingers down and pull your right knee into your chest. Curling into a little ball, try and get your right leg as close to your ribs as you can. And then stand up, see if your right leg can come with you. Flex your right foot. Nice job. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay, bending into your left leg, sit into your chair. Last chair pose, I'm pretty sure. Send your hips back, weight into your heels, reach your hands up. You've got this. Okay, inhale, stand tall. Exhale, left knee to your chest, hands to your heart. Keep your leg bent or press your heel forward. We're gonna go to half moon from here. Take a breath in. Start opening your left hip out to the side. You're gonna start turning your toes down just a little bit, only so they face the left side of the room. Keep pressing your heel towards the back as you take your right hand down, left hand up. Or left hand to your hip. Good, get a little stronger through that left leg, push a little harder through your heel. Press down through your right foot, staying active. above your right knee. Focus in on your core and your glutes. We're gonna start turning your chest forward and finishing that rotation with your left leg to square off your hips. See if you can take your hands to your heart. Amazing. When you're ready, bend your right knee and step your left foot to the back of your mat. Hands come down to frame your right leg. Woo. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Okay, turn your toes left, heels right. Reach your left hand up. Take a big breath in. Keep your weight in your left foot and step your right foot through to the left side of your mat, coming into a fallen triangle. And then turn back to the front of your mat. Come onto the ball of your left foot and lower your right hip all the way down to the floor. Whew. Using your hands for leverage to turn your rib cage towards the front of your mat. Try to move your right shoulder back, left ribs turn forward. You can always bend your back leg for a little modification to help you turn your chest forward a bit more. Hang out here or lower down a little bit, or lower down all of the way, whatever feels good to you. It's getting that stretch down the outside of your right leg. Twist into your spine. Okay, press through your hands to lift yourself up. I'm going to try just so this isn't like super weird and confusing. So you're going to take that back leg and bend it if you haven't already done so. So you're coming to the inside of your foot. And now turn towards the inside of your right foot so you can take your left hip down to the floor. So depending on your openness here, maybe your left knee needs to move in a little bit. Maybe you can open it a bit more towards the space behind you. Rolling your shoulders back, lifting up through your chest. Find that space that's centered between your knees, coming straight out from your hips, and fold forward there. Nice. And you can hang out here if you want to go for that gate pose variation. You can cross your right hand towards your left leg, lower your right shoulder down, trying to twist towards your left as you reach your left arm overhead. Okay, slowly upright your spine. You can grab onto your left leg. Just cross your left leg over your right, starting with your left foot on the floor. And then you can wrap your left leg into a hug and lean back until your foot can pick up, getting that nice compression stretch into the outside of your left hip frame. Wiggle your chest up, sitting up tall. Okay, you can set your foot down. So this might be a good place to stay. You can also bend your right leg so your right foot comes by your left hip. This might be a good place to stay. You can also take your left foot over towards your right hip so your knees are stacking. Just depending on your body today, you're gonna get the same stretch in any of these, just where you're at. And let's stretch our shoulders. You can reach your hands up. Bend your right arm, reaching your right hand towards the space between your shoulder blades. Your left hand can come to your right elbow. Using your left hand maybe to guide your right arm in a little bit more. This might be your spot to hang out. You can also take your left arm out. Flips your thumb faces down. Bend your left arm. Left hand comes up behind. Maybe to connect with your right hand. Try to lift up through your chest, press back through your head. Deep breaths. Okay, slowly unwind your arms, no rush. You can roll your shoulders out a couple times. Start coming forward too. Okay. Sit back a little bit so you can extend your right leg forward again. Take your left leg towards the back of your mat, and you're going to turn towards the front. So I'm facing the same way as all of you guys now in the room. Hands underneath your shoulders, press into your hands to lift that right hip up and step back to your plank. Good. Turn your toes to the right, heels to the left, and reach your right hand up. Now move your weight into your right foot and step your left foot through, coming to your fallen triangle. Turn to the front of your mat, onto the ball of your right foot, and lower your left hip down. Using your hands on the floor for leverage to turn your ribs to the front of the mat, kind of pushing with your left hand, pulling with your right. Try to move your left shoulder back and turn your right ribs around to the front. Awesome. Stay upright if you'd like, or lower down, maybe by bending your arms, maybe coming to your forearms, maybe coming to your chest, just whatever feels like a good place for you to be, somewhere where you can breathe easily and still get a good stretch. Okay, if you're still folded in the mat, press into your hands to lift yourself up. If your back leg isn't bent, you can bend it now, coming to the inside of your foot, and then start turning towards the right side of your space, so you can bring your left heel down, toes point up, and take your right hip down to the floor. You might need to move your right knee in closer to your left. You might have room to take your right leg out behind you, opening a little bit further into your hips. Turning your ribs towards the space that's in between your knees, kind of straight out from your hip bones. Good, and when you're ready, big breath in, shoulders back, lift your heart, and exhale, fold out from your hips any amount. go for that side stretch. Start kind of pressing into your right hand so you can turn your ribs towards your right leg. Cross your left arm over, trying to turn up towards the ceiling. Left shoulder can drop down. Right arm can reach overhead. Any amount. Don't make the goal be to grab your foot. Make the goal be to open into your chest as much as you can, moving your right shoulder and rib cage back until they can stack over your left, so you're getting that openness and that deep stretch through your right side body. Beautiful. Slowly lift up. Turning towards your straight leg, take your right leg with you. Crossing your right ankle over your left knee. Give your right leg a big hug. You might even adjust a couple of times to get as much of your arms around your leg as you can, and then lean back, trying to, pick up your right foot. Maybe sit up a little taller, kind of wiggling up through your chest and your ribs. Set your right foot down. You can keep your legs as they are or fold them in a little bit more. Bending your left knee, left foot comes towards your right hip. Hang out there, or take your right foot over towards your left hip. Knees stack or come towards the stack. Sitting up tall. Reach both hands up overhead. Bend your left arm, right hand comes to your left elbow. Start using that support from your right hand to move your left arm in a little bit more. Hang out there, or take your right arm out, flip your right thumb towards the floor, and then right hand can come behind your back, maybe even to bind into your back. Try to lift up a little bit more through your chest, press back through your head. Slowly unwind your arms, take your time. Roll your shoulders a couple times back. Roll your shoulders a couple times forward. You can straighten your bottom leg, taking your left foot to the front, right side of your mat. Unwrap your right leg, taking your right foot to the back. Turn towards the front of your mat, tuck your right toes, hands plant beneath your shoulders. Press into your hands to lift your left hip up and step to one final downward dog. Any movement here that feels good to you. You want to take one vinyasa to close your practice, feel free. Otherwise, make your way through to your seat as you're ready. Once you come to your seat, you can lay all the way down onto your back. Give your knees a hug into your chest. Pressing the lowest part of your back into your mat. Maybe rock your hips out a little bit if it feels good to do so. And then you can reach your feet up towards the ceiling. You can use your arms for support on your legs or not. Just try to relax your upper body as much as you can. Start really active, pressing up through your heels, pulling your toes towards your face. If you have room in your hamstrings to actually take your thighs closer to your ribs and your toes closer to your face, you can. Just find that nice stretch down the backs of your legs. And then move your feet back above your hips. Relax your ankles, slightly soften into your knees. You can even let your feet come apart about hips width. And just try to relax as much as possible. Like how little effort can be used to keep your legs up there. Try and come into that space. Start softening your breath. Your body goes where your breath goes. Your mind goes where your breath goes. So we're slowing down, we're softening, we're releasing. Slowly your knees can bend more and more until eventually your heels start dropping towards the backs of your thighs. And then down to your mat. When you're ready, extend your legs forward. Setting yourself up in whatever position you would like to rest in. Let your feet turn out away from each other. If you're going to bring your hands to the floor, bring the backs of your hands down. Let your fingertips curl in towards the center of your palms, releasing tension in your hands and feet. And then let that softening, that relaxation travel up through your limbs into the rest of your body, allowing yourself to be held by the floor. Deeper breaths through your nose. Reintroducing movement into your body. Wiggling your fingers, your toes, rolling out your wrists, your ankles. Maybe turning your head side to side. You can reach your hands up. Reach your toes forward. Excuse me, taking a big stretch. And then give your knees a hug. Take a second to give yourself some gratitude and appreciation, honoring your efforts and energy this morning, honoring yourself for coming to your mat. And when you're ready, you can come up to your seat, keeping your eyes closed if that's comfortable, or holding a soft gaze in your general area, just letting your focus stay with yourself for these last moments of your practice. Join your hands in front of your heart. And we'll close with the sound of an Om together. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Breathe in for Om. Move your thumbs to your third eye center. Bow forward, sealing your practice. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thanks, everyone at home. I'm going to get your numbers out of the chat before I close this out, but I hope you guys have an awesome day.
And I'll send it to you through Instagram because I don't think I have chat on my iPad.
Okay, yeah, it might be different on different devices. I'm not sure. It would be at the bottom of the screen though, like next to where it says participants. No, okay.
No, it's different. Yeah.
On an iPad, it's the upper right. It'll say more. If
Yeah.
you touch that, chat should come up.
Oh, thanks, Marjorie.
Did you find it?
Just like I see more chat. Yes, I do.
Cool.
Okay.
So Susan, if you want to just write your info there for me right now, I'll take it before I close out.
Sure. If I can. Oh, here. Okay, yes.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks so much, everybody. I'll be in touch with you soon, and I'll see you whenever is the next class. We see you on Zoom, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks
Thank
so much.
you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
I didn't put dashes, but you'll figure it out.
Thank you.
Okay, Sarah, it's there.
Okay, yeah, I got it. I've got you. All right, I'll be in touch, Susan.
Okay, good
Okay, thank you.
luck
See you
with
next
it
time.
all. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. What'd you say, Jane? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Bye. Have a good day. Amy, it's so good to see you. Bye. Thank you. See you soon. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I mean,
If this studio works, that's great.
it's a different, yeah, I'm gonna look in, because like, wouldn't that be great, right? Look into AFC. It's definitely like a really different vibe. I mean, like, it's just different there. Like, I'm not saying that it's worse or that it's better, but it's just really different. but I do teach there, and you know, there would be an option probably of us. I don't know. I need to talk to them. Like, I need to talk to Tasha and see, like, she, in the email that we got last week, it was like, they'll do whatever they need, whatever they can to connect us with like our regular students so we can figure out like what to do with them going forward. So I just don't know, but I mean, maybe there's a possibility of using the space at AFC for a group of us from here. Maybe I'm gonna find some other studio that will let me kind of rent out from them that's more in this area, and get a group of us together. I just haven't, maybe I'm gonna try and figure out like setting up individual private sessions with you guys, like on your own schedule. So these are just some of the options, and I have no clue yet, like what people want. So it's gonna depend on like what you guys are interested in, what spaces are available, and then we can, you know, maybe a combination of all of that stuff. So do you want me to put your name on here and I can keep you PRIYA, right? Okay. All right, I'm ready.
Number or email?
Let's do both, just in case.
610
Mm-hmm.
841.
Yep.
6763.
Okay, and what's your email?
PRISHAGAN
N?
and Natalie.
Okay.
And gmail.com.
PRISHAGAN@gmail. Okay, great. I got you. All right, I'll see you soon, and I'm gonna send like an email out to everybody once I have an idea of like what are our options, and we'll figure something out.
On Friday.
Okay, see you then. Hi. How's the kitties? Are they like grown cats now? Oh my gosh. It's literally been like 7 months. So what's the deal with like your school? Are you guys online? Really? What's that like?
It's not easy. We're part of it. We're hybrid. Well, we were hybrid. Well, my one class was hybrid. So half the class was there one day, half the class was there the next day. It just wasn't. It just wasn't working out that well. So just this week was 100% in class.
Oh, just this week.
Just this week
Wow.
for that one class, went 100% in class. But yesterday, 2 of my people were being quarantined because of exposure, and one other person was sick.
Wow.
So I still ended up having to Zoom them into class. So it was no different. But you know, when I'm teaching class, I've got everybody all spread out around
Yeah.
160 apart, and then I've got a camera on me teaching my demo. I'm like, where am I looking? Like, can you guys hear me? Like,
Right.
who's
It's
where?
so hard to know
It's
where to
just
like
so
direct your disjointed,
Yeah.
disconnected.
Just like it's confusing. Like, where am I? Who am I looking at? Like, I only get 40 minutes, and everybody has to re-zoom in. Because God forbid, I should have like a professional, hour-long account.
It's only 40. They're not paying for you to have the full. It's 15. Okay, whatever. It's $15 a month.
I know. If there's
All right.
only X amount, and I haven't gotten one, and one of the other professors, she finally got one. She was on a waiting list for 4 months to get an hour-long account.
Like for them to pay for it for her?
I don't know.
No, you should not.
But
Because I mean, it's only 15 a
the
month. but
students
that adds up
are,
pretty quick.
half of them are like completely checked out.
Wow.
And just to give it, I was doing this to some of my friends, but, they wanted to know what it was like teaching online. I'm like, well, after you get all the connections made, then, you get it, and you see your students, you're like, okay, can everybody hear me? Can you see me? Can somebody like answer or
Right.
raise their hand?
Can anybody do
Can
anything?
you see me? Can you hear me? Finally, one student puts an animated thumbs up on his screen. I'm like, thanks. I'm gonna
Oh
assume
my
you're
God.
all okay. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm teaching.
That's so frustrating.
Like, why am I doing this? I mean, and then I have a handful of students who are fine.
Yeah.
Or-
Oh, I can't even
And it's just,
imagine.
You know, show me your work. Are you following what I'm saying? Do you have a question?
Nothing. Wow.
It's just like, you know, try the news. And then my other class, my second class is all in person.
Okay.
But, you know, we still have to, everybody has to be 6 feet apart. And I still have to do the demo on